So many people think that they have completely missed the boat if they are in their 30s and they have little to nothing invested. And while yes, it's true, money you save and invest in your 20s is worth twice as much as your 30s, you still have decades ahead of you to take advantage of compound interest. This is where your money makes free money, and then that free money makes more free money, and then it becomes like this snowball effect of free money. And yes, it is as great as it sounds. Now, if you are in your 30s and you have a solid income with a high savings rate, it is still possible for you to be able to retire early, maybe even in your 40s or 50s. But the most important metric that's going to determine how long it takes for you to be able to stop working is your savings rate. This is because that metric looks at not only how much you're investing, but also how much you're living on. So if you want to figure out how much you need to save to hit your financial goals, the first thing you need to figure out is how much do you need to spend? So I want you to think about what your dream life looks like and then figure out what that's going to cost you on a monthly basis. We're going to take that number and we're going to multiply it by 12 to give you your total desired annual spend. From there, once you have this number, you're then going to multiply it by 25. This is how much you'll need in traditional stock market investments to become financially free. Now, you could actually reduce this number by adding in some alternative investments like real estate investment trusts or mix that provide higher than a 4% cash flow. This is part of the strategy that I use to create 6 figures a year in passive income and help me retire on less. We're going to look at an example in just a minute, but first I want to explain that the way investing works is you either give it more time or more money to grow. Since we're looking at retiring early, that means we're giving it less time, which means we'll have to put in a little bit more of our own money. In this example, let's say the person is starting from 30 years old with $0 invested, and by increasing their skill set or negotiating a raise or starting a side hustle, they were able to put away $1,000 a month. If you can't do that, don't worry. Start where you can. Something is always better than nothing. Now, let's say this person is saving so much money because they have the goal of retiring early. This means if they started at 30 years old, they would be able to retire at 55 with over $1.23 million, with over $933,000 of that being free money. This would spit off over $50,000 a year in income from traditional stock market investments, potentially more if you were able to incorporate something else that had a higher cash flow. If you were happy with the $50,000 a year and incorporated those alternative investments, you could actually probably bring this number down. If you want to keep learning about investing, how to buy your first stock, what investments to avoid, check out our free investing masterclass on our website under freebies.